Do you often have trouble sleeping at night? Do you find it difficult to fall back asleep after waking up early in the morning? Do you feel sluggish even though you've woken up in the morning? Here's a shocking truth. Your current sleeping habits may be costing you 10 years of your life. 85% of seniors over 70 are facing this risk. I am Dr. Seol Min, and I am still practicing at the age of 91. I have spent 65 years studying sleep. After 40 years of medical research, I discovered the golden sleep time, and just by following this sleeping schedule, you can reduce your blood pressure medication and lower your risk of Alzheimer's by up to 42%. Even though I am 91 years old, I still wake up at 5 a.m. to see patients without taking any medication. This secret is shared in this video. Just 10 minutes of watching this video will change your life. In the latter part of the video, I will share practical sleep tips that you can apply right away. Be sure to watch until the end to protect your health. I will share the effective methods I have accumulated over decades of experience. How would you rate your sleep score? Please answer the 3 questions below and score 1 point for each correct answer. 1. Does it take you more than 30 minutes to fall asleep? 2. Do you wake up more than 3 times during the night? 3. Do you feel tired even after waking up in the morning? If you scored 2 points or more, be sure to watch this video in its entirety. You will surely feel the change starting tonight. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe to discover the secrets to healthy sleep. We have a saying, sleep is the best medicine, right? This is absolutely true. Throughout my 65 years as a doctor, I've confirmed through thousands of patients that sleep is far more important than medication. Sleep doesn't just help relieve fatigue. While sleeping, our bodies repair cells, strengthen our immune system to fight illness, and remove harmful substances from the brain. This process becomes even more critical as you age, especially after 70. According to data from the National Health Insurance, seniors who don't sleep well have a lifespan that is 7 years shorter than those who do. 7 years is a long time, enough to see your grandchildren graduate from college and live to a ripe old age. Would you want to miss out on those precious 7 years? My mother suffered from severe insomnia when she was 75. She couldn't sleep more than 2 hours a night and felt tired throughout the day. Other doctors told her that it's just a normal part of aging and prescribed sleeping pills. But as a doctor, I didn't believe that. After conducting research, I found a method that I'll share with you today. And now, even though my mother is 83, she still wakes up at 5 a.m. to exercise in the morning. As for me, even at 90, I get 6 hours of deep sleep every night thanks to this method. I maintain my health through sleep. A quality sleep helps reduce the risk of age-related diseases like high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, and Alzheimer's. The research results from our clinic show that simply getting enough sleep can reduce 3 types of medication. What will you choose? Rely on medication or restore your health naturally through sleep? If you watch this video in its entirety, you'll discover the truth about sleep that you might have misunderstood for the past 70 years. And this truth will completely change your life. You may have heard or even said to yourself, as you age, sleep decreases. However, that is a big misconception. Even as we get older, we still need sufficient and deep sleep. It's just that our habits change. The most noticeable difference between the sleep of young people and that of older adults is the change in the biological clock. Our bodies have an internal clock that regulates our sleep and wake times. This clock gradually shifts as we age. For example, when you're in your 40s, you might feel sleepy around 11 p.m. and wake up at 7 a.m. However, when you reach your 70s, you'll start feeling sleepy around 8 to 9 p.m. and wake up naturally early in the morning. This is a natural change in the body, not an abnormal phenomenon. My research on the changes in melatonin levels with age shows that melatonin, the hormone that helps us sleep, decreases to half of its original level by the time you reach 70, compared to when you're in your 20s. Even more importantly, the production of melatonin starts earlier, by 2 to 3 hours. What's the issue? Many older adults still keep the same sleep habits they had when they were younger, like watching TV or working until 11 p.m. or midnight, ignoring the body's signals of sleepiness. As a result, they miss the golden window of melatonin production and struggle to fall asleep. Another significant change is the reduction in deep sleep, also known as deep sleep. Sleep consists of two main cycles, light sleep and deep sleep. By the time you're 70, your deep sleep decreases by about 40% compared to when you were in your 40s. Deep sleep is a crucial phase for the body and brain to recover. Let me tell you the story of Mr. John Smith, 79, one of my patients. Mr. Smith had a habit of going to bed late, after midnight, throughout his life. After turning 70, he began to experience difficulty falling asleep at night and woke up early the next morning, unable to fall back asleep. Other doctors prescribed sleeping pills for him, but he didn't want to rely on medication. After joining our sleep improvement program for seniors, he began changing his sleep time to 9:30 p.m. and waking up at 5 a.m. The results were astonishing. Just after 2 weeks, he no longer needed sleeping pills and was able to sleep deeply for 7 hours every night. His chronic high blood pressure was also brought under control. Now, waking up early and walking in the park has become part of his daily routine. So, what is the ideal sleep time for seniors? How can you effectively improve the quality of your sleep? The secret to the golden sleep time will be revealed in this video, something no doctor or book has ever shared before. If this video is valuable to you, don't forget to hit like and share your concerns about sleep in the comments. Now, I will reveal the most important secrets about sleep that I have researched over 65 years as a sleep expert. So, what is the ideal sleep time for those over 70? The answer is between 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. You may be surprised at how early that is. Yes, for younger people, this may seem like too early of a bedtime. However, this is a truth that has been scientifically proven. In a joint study conducted in 2021 between our sleep clinic and leading medical universities both domestically and internationally, seniors over 70 who slept between 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. had sleep quality that was 45% higher than those who didn't sleep at that time. What's even more remarkable is that they scored 28% higher on memory tests the following day. Why is it between 9 p.m. and 10 p.m.? The reason lies in the change in melatonin production in the body. When you are over 70, melatonin starts being produced around 7 p.m. and peaks around 9 p.m. If you go to sleep during this window, melatonin will help you easily fall asleep and improve the quality of your sleep. On the other hand, if you stay up too late, from 11 p.m. to midnight, the effectiveness of melatonin decreases, and you will find it harder to fall asleep. Even if you do sleep, you won't be able to enter deep sleep and will wake up frequently. Let me tell you the real story of Mrs. Mary Johnson, 76, one of my patients. Mrs. Johnson retired after 40 years of teaching. Throughout her life, she had the habit of going to bed at 11 p.m., but after turning 70, she began waking up in the middle of the night and felt tired and had headaches the next morning. After hearing my advice, she adjusted her bedtime to 9:30 p.m. At first, she was concerned that she wouldn't be able to finish her work and that waking up too early would be inconvenient, but I convinced her to try it for a week. After just 3 days, her sleep habits improved significantly. The number of times she woke up during the night decreased from 4 to 5 times to just once, and she no longer had headaches in the morning. After a month, her blood pressure stabilized, and her memory test results also showed significant improvement. Now, Mrs. Mary has developed a habit of going to bed at 9:30 p.m. and waking up at 5 a.m. She also uses the early morning time to walk in the park. She shares, "Every day feels longer now, and the morning is when I feel the most clear-headed. I can focus so much better. As for me, even at 90 years old, I also go to bed at 9:30 p.m. and wake up at 4:30 a.m. Thanks to this sleep routine, I am able to work and see patients with a clear mind in the morning. Most doctors my age have retired, but I am still practicing. Remember, for those over 70, the ideal sleep time is between 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. This is not just advice. It's a scientifically proven golden sleep time. However, there's still much more important information I need to share. Next, I'll guide you through 5 practical methods for deeper sleep. These methods are simple but very effective. Method 1. Adjust exercise timing. Exercise plays a key role in improving sleep, but the timing of your workout is also important. You should avoid intense exercise within 3 hours of bedtime, as it can raise your body temperature and make it harder to fall asleep. Instead, try doing light exercise in the morning or early afternoon for about 30 minutes, such as walking, swimming, or Tai Chi. One of my patients, Mr. James Carter, 83, had a habit of exercising at 8 p.m. every day, but he had trouble sleeping at night. After I advised him to shift his exercise time to 10 a.m., his sleep improved significantly. Method 2. Limit use of electronic devices. The blue light emitted by electronic devices like smartphones, TVs, and computers interferes with melatonin production, the hormone that regulates sleep. You should turn off all electronic devices at least 2 hours before bedtime. Instead, try reading a book, listening to relaxing music, or talking with family members. If you still need to watch TV, consider wearing blue light blocking glasses or dimming the TV's brightness. Method 3. Limit caffeine and alcohol. Caffeine takes 5 to 7 hours to break down in the body, and for those over 70, this process may take even longer. Therefore, you should avoid consuming caffeinated beverages like coffee, green tea, cola, or other drinks with caffeine after 2 p.m. Alcohol is another factor to consider. While many people believe that a glass of wine helps with sleep, in reality, it only makes the sleep lighter and more prone to disruption. Method 4. Build a nighttime routine. Our bodies thrive on regular routines. Try creating a nighttime routine that includes activities such as dimming the lights, taking a warm bath, drinking herbal tea, and reading a book. These activities signal your body that it's time to sleep. Method 5. Create the ideal sleep environment. The bedroom should be used only for sleeping. Remove devices such as TVs, computers, and exercise equipment from the room. The ideal room temperature for sleep is between 18 and 20 degrees Celsius, 64 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, with humidity between 40 to 60%. In the summer, use air conditioning or fans as needed. Light and noise levels also need to be controlled. Use dark-colored curtains or sleep masks to block out light, and a white noise machine can help reduce disturbances. Another one of my patients, Mrs. Alice Cooper, 78, had a habit of watching TV in her bedroom. After I advised her to move the TV to the living room and set the bedroom temperature to 19 degrees Celsius, her sleep improved significantly. When you apply these 5 methods, the quality of your sleep will improve significantly. However, every change takes time. Be sure to practice consistently for at least 2 weeks. If you're watching this video, you've already taken the first step toward change. Now, let's discuss how to handle those nights when you can't sleep. Sometimes, no matter how hard you try, you still can't fall asleep. So, what should you do in those situations? Here are the methods I've recommended to thousands of older patients when they face insomnia. Method 1. The 20-minute rule. If you've been lying in bed for more than 20 minutes without falling asleep, don't force yourself to stay in bed. This will only increase your anxiety about not being able to sleep. Get up and go to another room to do a quiet activity, such as reading a book, knitting, or drinking caffeine-free tea. When you feel sleepy, return to bed. The important thing is to avoid using your smartphone or watching TV during this time, as the blue light will keep you more awake. Method 2. Breathing and muscle relaxation. One method I recommend is the 478 breathing technique. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 7 seconds, and then slowly exhale through your mouth for 8 seconds. Repeat this several times. This technique helps relax the nervous system and soothes the body. You can also try progressive muscle relaxation to help you fall asleep more easily. This method is highly effective. Start by focusing on your toes, then gradually move up to other parts of your body, tightening each muscle for 5 seconds, then relaxing for 10 seconds. This technique helps reduce body tension and creates relaxation for your mind. Method 3. Use the stop thinking technique. Many older adults, when lying down at night, begin to worry about work or issues they need to address the next day, which prevents them from falling asleep. When this happens, try using the stop thinking technique. First, write down all your worries on paper and promise yourself that you will revisit them at 10 a.m. the next day. Then, imagine a relaxing image, such as a beach or a forest, and focus on your breathing. One of my patients, Mr. Thomas Adams, 81, struggled to sleep because of concerns about work and family issues. After using the stop thinking technique, the time it took him to fall asleep decreased from 1 hour to just 15 minutes. Method 4. Use natural sleep aids. While it's best not to rely on medication, natural sleep aids can be highly effective. Examples include mugwort tea, chamomile tea, and lavender oil. Mugwort tea, in particular, has long been used in traditional medicine to treat insomnia. Drinking a warm cup of mugwort tea about 30 minutes before bedtime can significantly improve the quality of your sleep. Method 5. Use naps wisely. Many people think that taking naps will interfere with their nighttime sleep, but in reality, a proper nap can actually improve your night's sleep. The key is the timing and length of the nap. The ideal nap time is between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m., lasting from 20 to 30 minutes. Napping for too long or too late in the day can disrupt your nighttime sleep. If you apply these 5 methods, you will be able to effectively cope with insomnia. However, an important note is that if insomnia persists for more than 2 weeks, you should consult a specialist. Finally, let's explore the sleep habits of those who live long lives. Around the world, there are special areas where people live long, known as blue zones. These areas include the United States, Germany, France, and the United Kingdom. Older adults in these areas live healthily into their 90s and 100s. What's interesting is that these older adults share a surprising commonality in their sleep habits. They tend to go to bed early and wake up early. A study of older adults in the United States showed that 93% of them go to bed between 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. and wake up between 5 a.m. and 6 a.m., which aligns perfectly with the golden sleep time we've discussed. Similarly, in the Longevity Village in Germany, the residents also go to bed when the sun sets and wake up when the sun rises, living in sync with natural rhythms, unaffected by artificial light or electronic devices. An impressive example from France is Mrs. Sophie Lambert, 95. She goes to bed at 8:30 p.m. and wakes up at 4:30 a.m. She has maintained this routine for over 70 years, starting each day with light exercise and meditation. She shares that, in the past, she used to work late and sleep late, but since turning 70, when she started going to bed early and waking up early, her health has improved dramatically. She also believes that the morning is the most precious time of the day, and how you use that time determines your health and happiness. In the United Kingdom, another interesting habit discovered is that the people there not only go to bed early and wake up early, but they also have the habit of taking a 30-minute nap each day. This is the famous siesta culture. Studies show that this short nap helps reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease by 37%. In summary, the sleep habits of people in blue zones include going to bed between 9 p.m. and 10 p.m., waking up between 5 a.m. and 6 a.m., living in sync with the natural light cycle, taking short naps of 20 to 30 minutes, engaging in light activities before bed to relax the mind, limiting the use of electronic devices. You might want to try changing your sleep habits to match those of these long-living seniors. Especially, the golden sleep time between 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. is the most important factor. Finally, I will summarize the key points of today's video. Sleep times change with age, and you need to adjust your sleep schedule accordingly. For those over 70, the ideal sleep time is between 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. To get deep sleep, adjust your exercise timing, limit the use of electronic devices, avoid caffeine and alcohol, create a bedtime routine, and set up an ideal sleep environment. If you have trouble sleeping, use the 20-minute rule, breathing techniques, stop thinking technique, natural sleep aids, and a reasonable nap. Live according to your natural biological rhythm, just like people in the blue zones. Currently, even though I am 91 years old, I still go to bed at 9:30 p.m. and wake up at 4:30 a.m. In the morning, I spend time meditating, doing light exercises, and working. If you practice this golden sleep time, you will also have a healthy and energetic old age. If this video is helpful, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Also, feel free to share your sleep habits and concerns in the comments. Wishing you a healthy life. Thank you for watching.